You have EnterTheCronic's Rabbit Hole and Army. I am super excited because we are back with some Agust D, our suga. I am super excited because we are with Agust D's official music video for Haegeum, and I can't wait to get into this one.
Thank you so much, Chronicans, for picking Suga to continue with going down all the BTS members and understanding their solo work, some documentaries. We're continuing with the trilogy that started with Dachita, and now we're at Haegeum, and I can't wait to check it out with all of you. Is he going to be taking heads off on this one?
I think so. He's usually taken heads, either lyrically or with the music video.
Definitely. And how has your day been so far? I know we've been doing our own thing today.
Yeah, today's been good. I've had
Yeah?
a good day. I've been working on a lot of projects and different things like that, so that's been a ton of fun for me. How about you?
What
How was
type of
your
projects? Let them
Oh,
know.
well, I've been doing some like arts and crafts and different things like that
What
that
for
I
though?
can't really talk about.
Oh, okay. Right.
So,
So before jumping into this, I looked up what haga meant, and it's
okay.
actually a traditional Japanese two-string violin.
A two-string violin. That's very cool. Traditional Japanese even. That's
Yeah,
very
so
interesting.
so I'm wondering if that's gonna have anything to do with like the story arc behind this song, or like
Mm,
pushing back on like traditional norms or anything like
yeah.
that. And after Dachita, and thank you so much for letting us know how to pronounce it in the comments because I was saying that W like a Canadian, which was hilarious. But Dachita was a lot about like addressing his shadow self and
Hmm.
like kind of taking down that side of him. But I wonder if this one is how he then moves on after addressing his shadow self and what all that's
Yeah,
going to mean too. So I'm very excited to see how he progresses this story and to see why y'all picked this.
absolutely. I'm excited. I love Suga. He's great.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Oh, they got their gang going through.
Yeah. Only one without the mask. Just takes so much chopsticks.
Just like tiny things.
God, he's got an aura.
Sure does.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay,
oh, he's got some
okay.
red chopsticks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 이 노래는
Oh,
해금, yeah. 올라타봐 지금, yeah. 복잡되는 리듬, 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금, yeah. 이 노래는 해금, yeah. 올라타봐 지금, yeah. 복잡되는 리듬, 어쩌면 이
it's a
또한 또 다른
statement.
해금, yeah. 이 노래는 해금, yeah. 올라타봐 지금, yeah. 복잡되는 리듬, 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금, yeah. 해석되는 자유, yeah. 개소리는 out, yeah. 표현들의 자유, 어쩌면 누군가의 조금 살고 그거한 자유일런지 당신의 판단과 추측이 확실한 신념들이 있는지 당신의 자유와 타인의 자유가 동일하다 믿는지 그렇다면 주저 말고 올라타봐 금지된 것들로부터 해봐 각자의 취향조차 이해들을 못하는 불행한 이 시대를 살아가는 이들을 위한 이 노래는 금지된 것을 푸는 것뿐이지 허나 자유와
Wow.
방종의 차이점은 부디 구분하길 yeah. 이
What
노래는
was that line?
I
You
don't.
must remember to differentiate freedom from
자유와 방종의
self-indulgence.
차이 이 노래는
Yes.
금지된 것
This song's simply about freeing what's forbidden. Interesting. Because Haegeum, um, Haegeum,
Haegeum.
that's what I wanted to call it, um, is like that traditional Chinese
Japanese
musical,
musical instrument.
no,
Violin.
Chinese,
Chinese?
Chinese musical instrument, the violin, the two string. So, sorry, honey, thank you so much for catching my screw up there. Because at the beginning I did say Japanese. Whoopsie. It was definitely the Chinese traditional instrument. And what I think that's cool that he's referring into because of these things that are freeing that used to be forbidden. I know in Korea, in a lot of places, they suppress music and art from the past, and a lot of things with revolutions even erase all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I know even in churches, there's not many electric guitars or like saxophones because that's a very soloist type of instrument where you have to
Absolutely.
have more like things that don't stand out
As much.
as much. So there's
Yeah.
like places and things for moments, you know.
Very cool. And I really like how you brought that up. Something that I really thought about when it first started going in, then knowing that this was a violin, regardless of how many strings, is here in North America, we have a saying that will play you two violins in what is it? I'll play you a violin in stereo, which is a little saying that we have when it's like you're telling a sob story and we don't want to hear it. Is we'll
Oh,
play you two little violins in stereo. My
nice.
mom used to tell me that all the time growing up. So with the first few lyrics that were coming, that's kind of the feeling I was getting with the violin as well.
Right.
So that's really cool what you were saying about the past.
Yeah, he's definitely one of taking people that are trying to take away our freedom, and I
Mm-hmm.
wonder how far these lyrics are gonna go with that.
슬프는 것뿐이지 허나 자유와 방종의 차이점은 부디 구분하길 이
From freedom to
노래는
self-indulgence.
해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 또 다른 해금 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금 쏟아지는 정보들은 상상의 자유들을 금지시킨 가동시에 사상의 통일성을 원해 왜 내 머리 앞에 각종 오이즈는 눈을 가리고 이제는 생각에 좌우조차 범의 각종 논란들은 판단들의 혼란들을 야기시키고 또 쉴 틈 없이
I love him in his suit.
과연을 금지시킨 건 무엇일까 어쩌면 우리 자신 아닐까 자본의 노예 돈들의 노예 중고심과 편견 혐오의 노예 유튜브의 노예 플렉스의 노예 이기심과 탐욕이 미쳐나지내 눈 감으면 편해
Is that shots fired?
I think that was shots fired, slaves to the YouTube. Shots.
Whoa,
fired.
y'all. He's going
Just got
in.
too real. He's taking our heads.
Oh my God, he even had a cigarette there too.
I have to say, like, at the beginning, we weren't sure if this was going to be like what's going to happen after he deals with his shadow self. But then I realized this is prior to him dealing with his shadow self. This is his rise to power. Because if you watch where the scar is, he doesn't have the scar when he's throwing the money around. He has the scar when he's in the suit, and he has the scar over his eye when he takes himself down in the other video, the other Dejita. So following the transition of the scar, that's what I'm going off of.
Okay, fair.
이득에 따라서 뻔히 갈리는 결의 시기와 질투에 다들 말해놓은 둘이만의 서로가 서로에게 족쇄를 거는 것도 모른 채 정보의 쓰나미에서 쓸려내려가지 말길 우린 자유와 방종의 차이점은 모두 구분하니 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬
Oh.
또 다른 해금 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금 이 노래는 해금 올라타봐 지금 복작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금
God, that was a good eye on you with the scar, honey.
Thanks, honey.
Yeah. I think that opens up the whole music video.
Same cafe.
The blood red chopsticks. He's got them back now. And that's what he was against at first. Oh, man.
It's his first murder weapon.
Jeez.
Because, yeah, see, there he is, Dajita, with his scar.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, and like I just got caught up on saying it had nothing to do with addressing himself because I think there's multiple aspects of himself he's actually addressing here.
Yeah.
So I understand he hasn't completely beaten the shadow self here, which is what you're referring to, because there's that side of him when he's in the suit, acting all preppy and stuff and self-indulgent specifically.
Yes.
And I think that was at least what this one's addressing the most
The
from what I saw.
self-indulgence of freedom.
Yeah, the self-indulgence compared to freedom. And a lot of times you can be a slave to the thing that you have, thinking you're going to get freedom from it. And
Absolutely.
that actually happens to be the thing that changes you the most. And he always kept mentioning, too, that this is going to be like the new Haegeum.
Yes.
So, and as we saw, that it was like a traditional instrument. So I'm thinking he's also maybe saying even like something like a YouTube could be a new Haegeum, but we're starting to use it so much as self-indulgence instead of using
Absolutely.
it for freedom. Where I think
Yeah.
he has the correct way to get freedom. That's not just self-indulgence, and that's obviously the one that he was taking off there. I think
agree.
the first side of his shadow self he was addressing in Dachita was more his like straight up anger side,
Yeah.
and like
I
that
agree.
injustice side on that side, where this one's more on the traditions and all that he wants to kind of bring back to be able to be himself but still be new.
Absolutely, because he even made a couple comments in the song where it was like, you're a slave to capitalism, you're a slave to the YouTube, you're a slave to all these new different things that were created to take over those traditional things that were in place, be it government, communication, or media styles, or commerce.
Right.
And so when he's bringing up these topics and saying you're a slave to them, he's really saying that about himself. And then he, again, at the very end of the music video, takes out that part of himself, takes out that self-indulgent part of himself to be like, no, if I'm going to scroll, it's just even something you've said, if I'm going to scroll, I'm going to make sure that I'm scrolling productively.
Yeah.
And I can really see that Suga, as his name even being short for shooting guard, which is an intense position, he's the type of person who, if he's going to do something, he's going to make sure that the thing that he enjoys doing, that he's doing as a hobby or doing for fun, is also something that he's doing to be productive. And you can kind of see that play out through these music videos of him taking out the unproductive pieces of himself.
Yeah, he's giving you a blueprint to use.
Yeah, he really
This
is.
trilogy is a blueprint, and you also corrected us to let us know that after August D, he actually goes back to his Suga name with his solo
Yes,
project
you
too.
guys
So
did.
I think that's really cool that this trilogy really addresses why August D became in existence, and I'm really loving what he has. I want to continue this trilogy. I know y'all are very excited too. The next one's called Amygdala.
Amygdala.
Do you know what amygdala is?
Um, ah, you know what? I used to, but it's not on. It's like there, but it's not
Hey, fair
there.
enough. If you didn't know, cool. But if not, I'm sure y'all will let us know and get us very anticipated as well. And if you guys want to see some early access for the next BTS and or Suga reaction, all you got to do is join one of our free trials and you can check it out there. If you're having a good time here though and you want to support us, all you need to do is hit the like button, comment down below how excited you are for the next part in the trilogy. Also, let us know how good this beat is too. I just love the beats that
Oh,
he
it
have.
was so good. He has some of the best beats, some of the most amazing music that he's rapping to. I love his
Hmm.
style and his flow. It always, we said it at the beginning of the video, he's always taken heads even with the beat of his music. He's
And a
just
traditional
rapid
beat that
fire.
gets blended in too,
Yeah, it is very traditional beat. So like it hits for every generation. I think that's also why BTS and the individual members like Suga are so multi-generational for the people who love them and love him. Thank you all so much for being here with us. This was such a treat to get to. I forgot the name of the song. The
Oh, it's Haegeum.
Haegeum. Thank you so much for leading us into Haegeum and bringing us this way. This was such a treat. Peace and love, Chronicans and Army.
God bless y'all.
Take care and bye for now.
And Bora.
Bye.